ahead, we're live.
Hi, everybody. Thank you. So what do we got to talk about today?
Game 7! I held a Stanley Cup. A little less than 35 pounds.
Too funny.
Well, I mean, we know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, a little bit of football news since we were last on, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oh, no. Like I said, we were just talking before it went live, and you know, it's a lot of money up front.
Yes, it is.
But with the way the salary cap is, it's going to go up every year. I think in his last year of the contract, he's either going to get another contract, or he's going to be a bust. You know, not that he's a bust now, but I'm saying like the contract could be a bust.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if he spends more time on the IR, you know, you're paying a guy to constantly be in the trainer's room. Yeah, then that would count as a bust. He would then count as a bust at that point. No matter what talent he has, if he just can't stay on the field, that's just how it is.
And then, you know, well, obviously, this is when you know it's getting close to football season. You know, it's funny though. It's like because all the Dallas fans and all the Eagles fans are going at it, and then Giants fans or Redskins fans are just sitting back.
Yeah.
So, and then like the one guy, he's like, man, you always worrying about Dallas. I said, well, not gonna not say I'm not. Like,
yeah.
They're the only competition. And just like Dallas fans can't be sitting there saying they're not worried about the Eagles.
I think that's where Dallas fans aren't. They just
automatically think the division's theirs.
They just automatically think that the division is theirs, and which I always find funny because when was the last time anyone went back to back winning the division?
It's been a while.
Since 2001 to 2004 when the Eagles did it, and they won it 4 years in a row.
Oh, was it?
Yep, that was the last time. So to sit there, like I love when people say, oh, you know, well, look at the moves that the Eagles made this offseason. You know, they're obviously favored to win the division, and people go, oh, well, you know, you're just going to discredit the Cowboys. They just won a division. It's like, well,
they haven't done anything.
Well, it's not even that. It's like when people say, oh, they just won a division. Well, okay, they won a division, and then like you, an Eagles fan of all people, you didn't realize when the last time somebody went back to back and won a division, and the Eagles did it 4 years in a row.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like it's something that just happens all the time. Like every year from 2004 to now, it has been a different division winner. And like a lot between the Eagles and the Cowboys, but you got the Giants mixed in there with their couple Super Bowls.
But they didn't win the Super Bowl as division champs. They were wild cards for years.
Yeah, but they've won. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Washington's been in there a couple times where they've won a division.
RG3.
Yeah, so it 100%. But it doesn't happen all the time not anymore. I mean, if you go back further than the 2000s, like you had multiple division winners, like with the Cowboys, the Giants. But lately, in this era of football going, since 2004, it's been a different division winner every single year.
Right, and and I'm not. Listen, I'm not going to sit there and say that I think Kangaroo's got a triple.
I think he just did. Yep.
I love that dude. I'm not going to sit there and say that they're a lock for the division.
Right.
But you have to look at it and be like, they're favored. Like it's, Howie pulled some magic again. He did it. Like I don't know what he did. Like I really don't understand how he did it. Like it's literally amazing how he does it sometimes.
Yeah, he's done something. Like he figured he's got some kind of system. He does, and it's funny after where he came from. Like he was like where he was, and then basically like everyone knows when Chip got here, he got thrown to the other side of the building. And basically say, hey, go just count money.
It's amazing how we come back to like
and how he came back.
Where it came back and everything, and it's amazing.
Yeah, you got to figure, and it's not like that they wait around for things to happen now. Like we knew for years, and they needed like certain stuff to happen, and they waited and waited and waited. 2017, they knew they needed to improve on their third downs, and they wound up improving on their third downs on their way to help with the Super Bowl. This year they know that they needed to get a wide receiver, they needed to get a running back. Went out and got a wide receiver.
And they had to get a linebacker to get out Zach Brown.
Yeah, right. I was going to say, they went out, they got the linebacker. You got...
They addressed their needs. Like
they did. And then not to mention, you get Jordan Howard, and then you draft Miles Sanders.
Well, it's funny, because, I forget who I was just having this conversation when we were talking about the Eagles running back. I was like, yeah, I said, between Howard and Sanders, and the guy's like, I forgot we had Jordan Howard.
Yeah.
I was like, it's one of those low-key, I loved it. Howie had a great offseason. You can't say he didn't.
He did.
And anybody who says they did, anyone who says, the fact that he hasn't won Executive of the Year is a little mind-boggling. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, it's weird that he hasn't won that award yet in the eyes of his peers, but I think in time he will. It'll happen. But literally right now, who else? Who passes him is putting together the kind of rosters that he's done.
Honestly, I couldn't even tell you. If anybody, if I had to guess anybody, maybe the Chiefs GM.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if Andy Reid has control of the GM, and maybe even Jacksonville's GM. Signing Foles and.
Hey, you can't leave out you can't leave out New England every year they're in it, no matter what.
They don't count. They don't get. They have enough awards. They got enough awards. They don't need any more trophies to add to their collection.
He's like, they don't count.
I'm over them. So, just it's gonna be an interesting the off season. The preseason is 87. Well, football is 87 days away.
Yes.
Not that I'm counting. I'm excited. When football gets here, it just means it's summer. I don't want summer to be over. It just started.
Yeah, it did.
Kids are swimming in the pool out back. And I like to drink.
Yeah, I like to drink. Okay, I take that.
But no, I don't know. What else is there? But yeah, and then you got Tank Williams tweeting out, the more money that they make, we're gonna humble them. I'm like, hey, not for nothing. Yeah, he's got tackles, but he hasn't really done he hasn't sacked Wentz in not 9 games, but in the games he's played against Wentz, he hasn't sacked since he's been in the league. He hasn't sacked anyone on the Eagles.
That was the only thing.
I was thinking, well, he's 6-3. He's 6-3 versus the Eagles. Oh my God! Well, wait a minute. You can't say he's 6-3 and Dak's another. No, it's one person. We all know the quarterback is the credit. It's not DeMarcus Lawrence is 6-3.
Yeah.
So knock it off with that. And then the video that I posted today of when.
Oh yeah.
And he just manhandles him. Well, the Dallas fans in there were like, "Oh, we're in your head. You're posting videos." I'm like, posting videos. You posted the video of you stopping LeGarrette Blount in a game that you got blown out 37-9.
Yeah.
Somebody else posted it. I said, yeah, and they were like, well, the play was over, and he gave up. He gave up. He got thrown against.
He gave up.
I think you got to be kidding me. I was, it's just.
Yeah.
What's up, Dunbar?
Yeah, that's why I sit there and I'm like, oh God. I was getting it, not into an argument. I had a Dallas fan tell me that. That hurries and pressures are just are a sack. I said, no, they're not. They're hurries and pressures. I said, your guy hasn't sacked Wentz. He's like, oh, well, he had him running, and you mean to tell me that if he's running and he throws the ball away? I'm like, that's a hurry or pressure. I said, that it's not a sack. I said, you do understand that a sack is when you tackle the quarterback and they have the ball. I said, you're trying to tell me now that just because he was running and threw the ball away, that's just as good. I was like, throwing the ball away means you're not. I was like, oh, you know what, dude? I said, I'm done. I said, I'm done with you. I said, I can't do it. And he's like, yeah, see, he's like, you can't talk football. You don't know what you're talking about. I was like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I said, a sack is when you sack the quarterback, not because you have him running.
Yeah, it's just idiotic. Like, and again, like I said, it's all our opinions, you know. But when you say something stupid like that, like, I mean, it's pretty stupid. Like, you sound stupid saying that. You guys and Dallas fans are gonna go in hiding. It's what they always do.
Yeah, I mean, now imagine, and I can actually see this happening every year. You know, say they give Dak, you know, say $38 million a year. All right, say they finally sit down, they give him $38 million a year.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money.
And for like 2 straight years, nothing. You know, nothing at all. And then it just turns into a trend like that, where they just get neutered every year by everybody. You know, just hey, he's not as good as you think. I wonder if the Dallas fans turn on him, or if they're just so blind. No, that's my quarterback. He deserves every bit of that money, but he can't get past the divisional round if he makes the playoffs.
Well, that's what they'll say is, well, he won the division. That's what the argument will be. He won the division.
Yeah, and what's that do? Oh, we're on now 30 years of well, we won a division. like I'm sorry, when you're at that level of your fandom where you're just happy winning divisions, you gotta take a look in the mirror what your team's doing. And I'm sorry, like Jerry Jones, his time has passed. You know, he's just too old school, and I don't even know what the son's name is.
It's Steven.
Okay, little Jerry. He don't know what the fuck he's doing.
But you know what's funny is like if you go around and you look and the national guys, not even the local guys, the national guys. I hate Colin Cowherd. He loves it. You know, he explained it. Rich Eisen had somebody on. I can't think of who it was. Somebody in the NFL. Like, he explained it. He was like, he more or less said it's like Carson Wentz's contract. It is what it is. It's a lot of money, and it's a high risk and a high reward. Like, they have guys. Like, you now have. He's got players around him. You know, he's got this. He's got that. Like, he has the products there to succeed. If he doesn't succeed, they can, in 5 years, they can draft another quarterback.
Right.
Or less. He's the quarterback for the next 6 years. But for 5 years, depending on what the cap hit is in his 6th year, depending how much, 101 of it's guaranteed. Okay. So you got to think the first 3 years he's going to get 90 of it.
Right.
You'd have to think. And then the salary cap goes up. And then the salary cap goes up. And then the salary cap goes up. So where they're at, they're in a good spot. So basically, they're forcing they're forcing the Giants' hand in 4 years to give Daniel Jones a lot of dough.
Yep.
They're getting Dwayne Haskins. Oh, so who just hit a home run?
I think they.
Oh, replay.
Yeah, it's a replay.
So they're forcing the Redskins to give Dwayne Haskins a lot of money, and they're going to force. Eventually, Dak's going to get a lot of money. Mm-hmm. My thing is this: like I tell them all the time, I want Dak to get the money, because that means you can't sign Van Der Esch. It means you can't sign the other linebacker,
Smith,
Jalen Smith. You can't sign Ezekiel Elliott. Like if you lose 3 of those players, I feel if you lose Ezekiel Elliott, you're done. Like you're not. And that's another thing. Like Cowboys fans are all about stats. Well, I posted a stat today. When Zeke was suspended for 6 games in 2017, they played 6 games. 3 of them were against teams with winning records, and 3 of them weren't. Mm-hmm. They went 3-3. They lost the team, and they lost sparingly. They lost 27-7 to the the Falcons. Mm-hmm. They lost 37-9 to the Eagles, and then they lost 28-6 to the Rams. So those were all playoff teams that year.
Right.
They got embarrassed on national TV back-to-back games by the Falcons. You remember that dude had 7 sacks against their great offensive line.
That's right. That's right.
For Zeke's first game, that dude had 6 sacks. He made bank off the Dallas Cowboys. I hope he sent them a bonus, part of his bonus check in 2018. And then we all know what he did to them on Sunday night. We beat the Cowboys 37-9 without a kicker. Kamara Grugier Hill without a kicker.
That's my all-time favorite.
And then they lost 28-6 to the Rams, who were all good teams. Then they beat the Redskins, they beat Oakland, and they beat Giants, who had, I think, a total of like 18 wins between the three of them for the season. So if you want to point out stats, know that I'm going to come back full force on you guys. Like, if anybody's watching, I'm just going to come back harder. It is what it is. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. But you're going to go into hiding. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, they will. They will. I mean, that's just how it is. And then, it's really pouring down there now. They may go back to another rain delay.
Damn. But yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I mean, I do. I just find it not funny, but it's... Like, all the pressure is now off of Wentz to, now he can just go out there and focus on playing. And that's the one thing that I take from this contract. Now he has literally no worries except for getting back to playing football and getting back to playing his football. You know what I mean? And
he's got no rehab, no nothing.
Yeah, he's got nothing else going on. Like, he doesn't... And, okay, the elephant in the room at the time would have been Nick Foles. He's not there. This is his show. And where now, with the right down for this season at least, right now the only real division, the team that's going to give you trouble with is Dallas. I still think if Washington can get through their injuries and stuff, I think they can make a little noise. I mean, I don't know what they're going to be able to do. I don't know if Haskins gets the start, but
Keep forgetting they have.
They also have what's his
Case Keenum.
Case Keenum. Well, I don't like Case Keenum anyway.
He's still a veteran quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's a veteran quarterback, but
he's better than what you have with Haskins.
That's true.
Yeah,
but now with this contract for Wentz, like you're right, it does it puts a lot of pressure on Dallas. It puts a lot of pressure on Dak now too. I mean, because now he's really going to have to perform, and he will have his opportunities. I mean, he's going to have Amari Cooper for a full season. And don't get me wrong, after they got Amari Cooper last year, they won 7-2. So he did spark some life into the passing game.
Well, they had no. Well, I mean, to be honest, they had no good receivers.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They didn't have any.
Or they were young. They were young rookies.
Yeah, so I definitely see that. Like, there's a lot of pressure on them now. There really is. I mean, and a lot of people sit there and say, "Oh no, you're crazy." They have no pressure. No, they really do. They really do, because say they don't get a deal done with Dak until after the season. No. Now, is he going to be pressuring to do good? You damn right he is. It's a contract year. It's a big contract year for him. So, there's...
And that was another thing. Someone posted the picture of Dak throwing for 455 yards.
Yeah, against third stringers.
Against third stringers. And let's yeah, don't get me wrong, he still won, but
yeah,
let's not forget that, you get through for 455 yards and lost, because I'm still bitter about it. Like, they still screwed up the first play of the game.
Yeah.
And that Dallas Goedert touchdown. I know we scored, but we probably would have got the ball back too.
Yeah, exactly.
And I told him, I said, don't you got the one fat guy on there, Chris Vargas, saying that I'm mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. Like, I don't care. It's a game.
There's nothing to be mad about.
Like you guys just don't know what you're talking about. I was like, you're gonna go into hiding like you always do, and her response was, yeah, but you can't beat us. Yeah, that just goes here. That just goes to show you that they don't know what they're talking about. This guy Vargas, he's actually not bad. He's one of those social media smartasses, and that's fine. He lost a bet in the beginning of the year with me with Dak. A shot bet.
Yeah.
So, he swore that whoever they were playing, they were going to win. And he went on, he was drinking all day. He's like, and if you guys think Dak Prescott's an NFL quarterback, you are all wrong. You're turning him 4 weeks into the season. Now you go 7-6, and all of a sudden, he's Joe Montana. Like, I don't get it. You guys make no sense.
Yeah, I made a comment on there too. I said something like apparently I said something I said you're talking about third stringers, kind of like Chris Vargas's life. So like I don't know the guy, but whatever. I don't even know if anybody responded to that. I know I got like these couple guys.
And then my buddy on Facebook, Michael, his name's Michael Anthony. He's pretty knowledgeable. And he looks at both. He looks at both sides, and he was like, Dak only threw for 700 more yards than Wentz in 16 more games.
Yeah, I don't. That's where I don't understand where Dallas fans just really hype him up.
Like he threw 22 touchdowns. Wentz threw 11,
mm-hmm.
and he was rushed back.
Yeah,
with a broken back. I broke my back.
Yeah, I mean it was like that one stat though. It was like Wentz had, even though he played in 11 games, but he had the best third year in 2 categories. What was it? I forget what they are now. It's on one of the pages I posted it, but he had, and I'm like, that's talent.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like I'll read you the exact comment they wrote. He said, Michael Anthony said, Chris Vargas. He's like, in honesty, 23 years and a couple playoff games, a couple playoff wins. You think you guys would even be the slightest bit humble? It's really not the team we hate. There's really some really good players in the Cowboys, and there really is. Like I got no problem with the Cowboys. I mean, other than they play the Eagles, it's their shithole fan base. It's plain and simple. Their shithole fan base. There's several of the defensive players I would like to have, like Jalen Smith, Bandersnatch. Like I'm not gonna sit there and be that Eagles fan that says they suck. They don't suck. Like they're gonna be a top linebacking core unless Dak has something to say about it with his contract.
Right.
He's like the team in the division that's done the least in over 2 decades. Walks the loudest, and that's weird to me. Giants fans are usually pretty humble. Redskins fans, I very rarely run into them. Like I don't know if you do.
There's a couple,
but then he's like, but Cowboys fans, the biggest group of entitled, arrogant fans in sports. I'd be real humble if 3 straight years my team had less playoff wins than the Eagles had in 2017 alone. And as far as that go, he's okay. He's nothing special. Without Zeke, he's a mess. He's absolutely, we know he is.
We've seen it.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the quarterbacks, if you're a good quarterback, you're going to be great with a great running game. When Wentz had a good running game, he was great. When he doesn't have a good running game, he's good. Mm-hmm. When Dak doesn't have a running game, he's not good. He's a guy, you got to give him lots of help to succeed. And that's any quarterback. So that is what hold on, let me see. Harper, you got to give lots of help to succeed. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he said the only positive he give him is that he's sturdy and he's hard to take down. His lower half is horse strong. Like he's ridiculously strong on his leg. Like you break his kneecap. Like it's the only thing you can do to stop him from running. And I'm saying that in general on purpose. I'm just saying that's what you have to do to stop him. It's been proven that if you don't get him, he's not coming down. He's like 15th in yards, 16th in touchdown, 17th in quarterback rating, which Dallas fans love. They love the QBR rating.
Yeah.
They love it because Tony Romo is like the top 3.
Yep.
And I think the quarterback rating might be one of the dumbest stats ever. Mm-hmm. I don't even understand it. I'm not even gonna lie. Tim Tebow, said what he wants, but that's he won games somehow.
Right.
His rating was like 39. But and in 10 games last year, he threw for 1 touchdown or less.
Right.
That's your quarterback. Like you want to brag about that? Like cool. He went 13-3, but go back and look at those 13-3 wins in 2016. I broke them down. A lot of them were game-winning field goals, or it was set up by the run game and winning at the end of the game. Right. But when they needed him to win, what did he do? He didn't win. He didn't beat Green Bay, and they all thought they were going to beat Green Bay. I still remember, and that's when I sit there and I tell everyone that year Romo should have started the last game against the Eagles, and he should have started the playoffs because they probably went to the Super Bowl. Because when they called the wide receiver screen, I still remember watching. I was watching the play, and I was like, yeah, that dude's going to pick that pass. I forget who. It might have been number 30 Shields or somebody. for them. I was like, he's going to pick that off because even I saw it. I'm like, Romo would have checked out of that. He would have went in the shotgun, and they would have did something else. But he threw it. Kid intercepted it. He got like 10 yards, and then they went down. And they scored a touchdown. I mean, don't get me wrong. They made a comeback, but plays like that, you remember as a player or as a fan, like,
you remember.
why didn't you check off? Like I'm sitting there watching, and going, he's going to intercept that. And then of course he responds with the refs. Yeah, okay, the refs.
That was his response to that. The refs.
Yes.
Still mad about the Dez didn't catch it, Dez didn't catch it thing.
Yeah. Somebody's commenting from First Down. Oh. Of course. Nothing smart by Chris Gentner. Because, excuse me, bitches, just passing through me. That's when you know you win an argument.
Yeah.
It's like you just come back with it like a stupid meme.
When they only start and end with memes, they're the dumbest person alive. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
I'm all about memes.
I don't like them. See, someone told me one time, they bring conversation to a group, and I was like, yeah, the only conversation they bring is the person doing it is sitting behind a computer with pimples all over his face, probably drunk, sitting in his mom's basement. Kind of like how we're sitting in your basement doing a show.
Well,
but
we're not drunk.
We're not drunk.
And we're not doing that.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like, I don't respect the people that only talk in meme. I don't respect that at all. Like, bring something to the table. Let's talk about something. Like that jack wagon Rich Tunney the other day. He the Minnesota fan. He's got Kirk Cousins as his quarterback.
And he's like, Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback because he stays healthy.
That's
got
it.
4 wins against teams with winning records in his career. He's 4-26.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then when they sit there and all they do is they when they put like 14 laughing, crying faces, like, you're not that funny. Like, I'm just trying to.
Go ahead.
I just kept asking, can we have a conversation? And he just kept calling us clowns and all. I'm like, dude, you say you have all this football knowledge, but the only words I've heard you say so far are clowns. That's it.
He said because he watched more football than us, he knows more about us. Which very may well be the case. But you got Kirk Cousins as your quarterback. There's nothing you can tell me that says, like, I just think that dude's bitter because he's safe. He is absolutely safe. They're going to review that. That's overturned. But he's 4-26.
Yeah. Yeah, against teams with winning records, right?
In his career.
That was career.
He's 0-5 in primetime games.
Yeah. He got pretty upset when I said, next year they're going to be drafting a quarterback. They're not drafting a quarterback. Okay. All right, pal. It's a 3-year deal. They're going to draft him. There's no way he can get another $84 million guaranteed. There's no way.
Because if he does, I don't know who negotiated his contract, but he's coming to my job and he's negotiating my raise. There's no way. He's a fantasy quarterback. That's it. Mm-hmm. And I know this because I have him in fantasy. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't tell me, and you're a Vikings fan, so what do you know about the NFC East? You're worried. You need to worry about Mitchell Trubisky and you need to worry about Aaron Rodgers.
He's just
because you know what's funny is
we're getting their ass
and then we won it, and then Eagles fans came over in his hometown, and destroyed it. Well, didn't destroy it, but everyone thought, what the hell are the Bears doing drafting Mitchell Trubisky? I was like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, Jesus, he is safe. What?
Wow.
I don't know, because he looked like he was out in front of it. They were quick on the phone.
Yeah, that was
He looks safe. That doesn't mean stop. That doesn't mean shit, though. You think they get mad every time someone questions her. Nope, he is safe.
He's 100% safe.
And his whole body's on the bag. Yeah, that's a hard call, though. He should have been on the other side. Yeah, that's a hard call.
Yeah, it is. I mean, from where his position was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's safe. And he never
He didn't overslide it.
Yeah, he's safe. That's a really good tag. That's a really good tag. If anybody's watching the Phillies game, sorry.
So they're replaying.
Yeah, well, they're revealing. They have to. He's safe. I hate that dude. That ump.
The one right there at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. But now I was. We're gonna get off topic real quick. How much of baseball have you been following?
I really haven't.
All right. So, a couple weeks ago, I don't know if anyone remembers. You know who Tim Anderson is?
Yes.
White Sox shortstop. Yeah. He hit a home run and he threw his. It wasn't even a bat flip. It was. And he threw it towards the White Sox dugout.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't care. You know, you stop them. Like, players go nuts when they hit home runs or when they strike outs. I don't care. Are they arguing?
Yeah, they're arguing.
What's he saying, though? Oh, there's going to be a fight. I love baseball brawls. I think you just call him a bitch, in my opinion.
Probably.
But, oh, so, you know, next at bat, he gets hit.
Right.
Which I think is stupid. You know, he hit a home run. It tied the game. It was only the 6th inning or the 5th inning. I don't care.
Right.
What's the difference between a pitcher going like this and him doing that?
Yeah.
So, you know, things happen, brawls happen, and he doesn't do anything. He doesn't. He's just, you know, he's part of the melee. They threw the pitcher out, which they absolutely should have, but they threw out Tim Anderson. Cowboy Joe threw out Tim Anderson. I'm like, you got thrown out of the game for getting hit by a pitch. And then you know, reports came out that he said something racial or something, and he was like, "No, I didn't. I didn't say anything racial. Like, you know, get out of here." But anyway, I just thought it was fun. Well, and then the bat flip, and then the thing yesterday with Madison Bumgarner and Max Muncy.
I didn't see it, but I heard that they got into it.
Well, he hit a bomb.
Okay.
He hit a bomb, and he stared at it for a couple seconds. Well, Bumgarner's psychotic.
Yeah.
He's a crazy dude. Like, he argues with everybody. It doesn't matter.
Right.
He can be throwing a no-hitter and he'll argue. Well, he was yelling something. And he was like, "You stop looking at that ball." He's like, "You want me to stop looking at that ball? Go in the ocean and get it." He's my spirit. He's my spirit animal.
That is so funny.
But anyway. Yeah, so anyway, back to football real quick. Yeah, like seriously, like with the, like, everyone thought, like, the Bears are crazy for trading up for Trubisky. They went what, 12-4 last year? They helped us make the playoffs. They helped us win a game. Did you see that the Bears tried out a bunch of kickers? And none of them.
Yeah.
Getting like the 43-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That Cody Parkey missed. I was like, that is just irony at its best.
I did see that.
But that's basically my football rant for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have much. I didn't have like a rant for it. It's just, you know, it's like, all right, fine. You know, like my biggest thing is, why do you people care so much about what he's getting? You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Because I think they're nervous. They won't say it, but I think they're nervous because they know that this diet contract's going to cripple them.
Yeah, but you know what? I would have more respect for them if someone actually said that.
Kind of like the Romo contract hurt them.
Yeah, the Romo contract did hurt them for a little bit. Like it hurt them. It did. I mean, but you got to keep. You know what I mean? It's like, and I get it. You got to keep your quarterback. I understand that. You know, it's like, but like I was telling a bunch of people, like, look, guys, does anyone deserve that kind of money? No. I said, does Wentz? No. I said, no one deserves the money that they're making playing professional sports. I don't care who it is. I was like, but at the end of the day, I said, what do you expect the Eagles to do? I said, you do remember that they moved up twice to get their guy. in the draft. I said he was the first Eagles quarterback since Donovan McNabb in 2008 to start and finish every game. I went, and this kid was a rookie. I went, he comes back the next year, he's playing at an MVP level until he unfortunately got hurt. I said he kind of held the door open for Foles to come in, win couple of games to win the division and get that top seed. I said he comes back early from his foot injury or his knee injury. I said,
good.
I said he's playing. I said he's still, after coming back, maybe early. I said he still had the best third year of any quarterback in NFL history. And again, I keep saying it, but I forget what the two categories were. I said, and that was without a wide receiver getting more than 65 catches in the season. I said, and that was without a running game where they were getting 4.3 yards per carry. I said, no, he did all that. I said, and then, okay, Foles comes in, they go to the playoffs, and they lose. I said, but the guy, I said, you say he's not putting any numbers up, but he is. I said, I don't care what his record is. I said, all you people want to talk about is stats.
Right, that's our biggest thing.
I said, so we throw stats at you, and then, he was 5-6. So what?
Well, and no. That's, at first it's stats. Let me throw stats. Well, that gets more wins. Well, you got to pick an argument.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't sit there and say, he's this and that. And then, another stat that I like that I like to hear. That's because Derek's on here from Boston. He, is Tom Brady. His division stinks. That's why he's won all the Super Bowls. See, this is where I know we're getting off base because we're going talking about another team, but this is where sports fans just go off base. And I know, I'm a football guy. I'm a football nerd. If you go back and you look at Tom Brady's record versus like the Dolphins or versus Buffalo or versus the Jets
right.
When they're away, it's really not that good. So granted, those teams might finish 6-10, 7-9, 8-8, fall. Wait, they're just gonna sit? You just ran right by it?
Okay.
All right. Okay. But that's it's like those teams play them hard. It's
right.
never a given in an away game for the Patriots. And yes, the division stinks. But you know what? They still have to beat the top 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yep.
Teams at top 6 teams, they still have to beat in the playoffs. It's not just they're not playing the Jets in the first round. They're not playing the Jets, or they're not playing the Bills in the second round, and they're not playing the Dolphins in the third round to go to the Super Bowl. I think it's where I get it's where I get angry, like when people just sit there and they say that stuff, and it's just.
You sort of have to.
But I'm like, why? And I tell people, like, even another thing that Tom Brady's thinking dunk. He's never thrown a deep pass. I mean, it's not even worth getting an argument with him. But I'm like, why do people hate Tom Brady that much? I think it's hilarious when he was like this.
I thought that was great.
Him and Bill are like this, and people are like, "Oh, that's disrespectful." Disrespectful. I'm tired. Like Bill, did you see Bill's post?
Yes. I did.
Bill had the best post ever. Bill DeRosier, he's probably watching wrestling. You better hit a home run, Jabers. He sat there and said, people are losing their minds and they're offended by these gay pride parades. And who cares if there's having a gay pride parade? I don't care. But meanwhile, this Boston has 2 championship parades a year and we're all okay with it. He said, this is bullshit. And I completely agree with him. They've had 12 parades. Or 13 parades, I think, since 2000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No! That's not fair. like today's my 13-year wedding anniversary, and I posted on the thing, I said, 13 years of wedding bliss. We've been together for 18. We've seen a Super Bowl parade. We've seen a World Series parade. We got 3 kids. All we need next is an NBA championship parade and a Stanley Cup championship parade. And our marriage and our wedding is complete. That's all that's missing. That's all that's missing.
That's so funny.
And a picture of me and her when we went to the Winter Classic, the alumni game. But I'll never understand why people just don't like Tom Brady because he's arrogant. I'd be arrogant too if I had 6 rings.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, let Carson Wentz and the Eagles win 3 rings, like 3 more championships in the next 10 years. Jesus Christ, I'm buying rings just to wear on the show. I'll be like,
if that happens, you know what's going to happen? That'll be the equivalent of Thanos snapping his fingers, and all the Cowboys fans will they'll just go. That's what that would be right there. Like they'll just stand there, the Infinity Stones. Yeah, look at our Infinity Rings. There goes Dallas. Like I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's. There goes. I just got the alert. Toronto's gonna win the NBA championship, aren't they?
They are. Dude, Kawhi Leonard is unbelievable. He's playing out of his freaking mind. But wait, the saving grace is coming back. Durant's gonna play.
I tell you what. They tied the series. Toronto is. You're being nervous.
I'd be nervous because what they'd be going back to Golden State, right?
No. If they tie the series, Game 7 is in Toronto.
Oh, it's all right.
But
I'd still be nervous.
It's still, Kevin, he's the best player in the NBA. Like, he's...
Yeah. Dude, my girlfriend and me were over at her friend's place. Her buddy Vince and his wife Casey, they just bought a nice house. And, they're still getting acclimated to it and everything, but her friend Vince invited us over the other night after we went out to dinner with another friend, and to watch the game. So we're sitting there watching, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, jeez, I said, no, so these guys, they're just not missing. They just, Kawhi Leonard just throws the ball. He could be blindfolded, running down the court, trip, and the ball somehow make its way into the net.
You got to think Milwaukee and the Sixers would just look at each other going, son of a bitch, with all these injuries.
Yeah.
That could be them.
Definitely. I mean, definitely.
And I'm not, it's, again, I'm going back on record saying I didn't think Sixers had a shot against the Raptors. I thought they were going to lose 7-5.
I mean, we knew that they were a better team. We knew that.
I go back there. It took 20 extra. They took 20 extra shots.
Yep.
And a ridiculous buzzer beater, quadruple doink to win.
Yeah.
Sometimes the chips just fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at the year that the Eagles won the Super Bowl against Atlanta. Nick Foles throws that pass. It literally bounces off the Falcons defender. Should have been an interception.
Yep.
He doesn't catch it. Torrey Smith catches it, and he runs out of bounds, and they kick a field goal right before halftime, which changed the whole aspect of the game.
Changed the whole game.
You went from like a 10-3, to turning the ball over, and in the first half, now it's 10-6,
right?
And they had the confidence going in. So it's just fluke plays happen, and not that was a fluke play, but son of a bitch.
He's a son of a bitch.
Still not good. I'm still bitter about it. I'm not bitter. You just sit there and you see what's going on with them, and you're like, that could be us.
Very true. Very true.
I wonder if they're talking about trading what's his name? What was his name?
Who?
Giannis.
Oh.
Because he had a bad series.
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's so funny though.
He had a bad series, right? So we trade him. So we got that. That's starting pretty soon in 10 minutes. Game 7. 2 best words in playoffs is Game 7 in the finals. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good game. I don't know if you've been watching any of it.
Oh, what, the NBA?
No, the NHL.
Oh, I watched I just watched the last game.
Oh, that was the worst game to watch.
Yeah, I just watched that one. I don't know. See, it kind of makes me want them to win because, like, that's That's a good classic song that's coming back right now for this stuff.
Well, I know we talked about it, and I didn't really get into it, but did you know how they got to play Gloria? Like
Yeah, it was that bar here in Philly, wasn't it?
But you know what happened, right?
No.
Two blues players walked into the bar.
Oh, is that what it was?
Supposedly. I didn't know that. I thought they just picked up on it somehow.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about that.
No, they walked in. They walked into the bar, and like they were just playing Gloria because they won like their thing. Because it's right after New Year's.
Right.
It was right. They were in last goddamn place.
January 3rd.
They were the worst team in the NHL.
Worst team in the NHL is as of January 3rd.
And then they started their winning ways against the Flyers.
See, that's why I love hockey. That's why I love hockey. You can have, and it could be a variety of things. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, well, if you're going to go far, okay, yes, you do need some, standing on your head goaltending. You honestly do.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, every single game, even when it's the worst game, is tough. It's hard, hard hitting, fast paced. Someone's going to get worn out. But then you have, you could have that fourth line guy who scores that one goal or gets an assist or has a hit, maybe a fight, sparks something, and then anything can happen.
Well, that's what happened to the Flyers. What's his name? Game 2 against the Blackhawks. Fedoruk.
Yeah.
He scored.
Yeah.
And I think they won that game 1-0.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's funny, but I do. I mean, out of all the sports, hockey is, I think, even if a series is four and out, someone goes 4 and out, like the Penguins, who are a hated team here in Philly. They went 4 and out, but they played 4 hard games. You know what I mean? It's like they don't just give up. That's what I love about hockey.
Well, that was like the one year they the Flyers lost to Ottawa. Fedotenko was on the team. Yeah, they actually won game 1, I think 2-1, and then like they lost the next 4 games.
Right.
But they lost like 1-0, 2-1, 1-0, and 1-0. They scored 5 goals in 5 games, and everyone's like, oh, they offensively fell apart. I'm like, well, they only gave up 7 goals in 5 games. You can't sit there and say, like,
right.
They got blown out of the water. They really didn't get blown out of the water.
Right.
Like, it's like, you get, people sit there and they hate hockey. You gotta be, I would say, to be baseball, you gotta have a different mindset. To watch hockey, you have to have a different mindset. You just, like, me personally, when the Flyers play hockey, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but overtime playoff hocky might be the worst thing for your heart.
Yeah, it's so much fun, but at the same time, it could cause a heart attack. It literally could. There's so much stress involved.
Like when what was it? I think it was the first year the Penguins were in the playoffs. It's Sidney Crosby's second year, and they beat the Flyers in the Eastern Conference Finals. But the round before that, they played the Capitals, and they were playing the Capitals, and Lupul scored.
Yes.
The puck just stood there, and I remember it was like 11 o'clock at night, and Chase was a baby. And I was like, and then it was. It's like I get like Melissa yells at me a lot. Well, she doesn't yell at me anymore because obviously our kids are older. Like the one year 2009 when Jimmy Rollins had to walk off against Broxton.
That double. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm screaming at the top of my lungs, and the whole block is screaming like everyone's going nuts. And she comes downstairs and she's like, "You need to be quiet." She's asleep. "Oh, I'm sorry, but I don't care. Jimmy Rollins, say welcome. We're up 3-1. We're going to the Worlds." like I was so out of breath. I'm like, I don't care. No.
No.
But it's it's fun to watch. It's fun when your teams are good. Like it's.
Oh yeah.
I like it. Like it's good for the fans. It's good for the city. But just playoff overtime hockey. Win 6-0, so I can go to bed early.
Don't get to the overtime. I don't want the overtime.
No, I don't want the overtime. Because I can't take overtime playoff hockey.
I mean, didn't it just happen last year where Game 7 went into like a couple series where Game 7s went into overtime. I mean, just think of that. I mean,
yeah.
that's probably the worst case scenario for anybody. It's Game 7, win or go home, and here you hit. I think one of them went in like double overtime. Like that right there. I'd be like, all right, no pulse. I'm done. You know, like I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm not waking up.
Yeah, it's. I'll give credit to these announcers. Like, they just...
Oh, yeah.
Keeping up with the play. Like, here was last year's... This is the second round. This is the Capitals. It would have been a penalty shot anyway. We threw a stick at him.
Yeah. That was my favorite, to do some flapping his arms.
That's a jerk-off move. And I'm okay with it.
You know, what happened against Pittsburgh, so yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that's... but yeah, like I love Game 7. Game 7 is the best thing for any sport. So I wouldn't be surprised if they if somehow this Toronto series ends up going 7. I could be wrong. They could just end it tonight.
That's right. They play tonight, don't they?
Yeah, they start in like 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, that's.
Like I said, I'm all. I got everything I needed to get done for the week. I go on vacation next week, so no show. I will be away.
Okay. The 24th, I'm going to be away.
Jesus Christ. I don't run that far.
Oh, wow.
Ugh, screw you, Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, well, like I said, on the 21st, I'm going to be away. I'm going to be in Ocean City, Maryland. So,
nice.
Yeah, so...
Wait, a Friday?
The 21st is a Friday.
Yeah.
And then the 24th is Monday.
Alright.
It's that whole weekend.
Well, maybe... When do you leave the woman? Like, when do you come home? The 24th or the 25th?
It'll be like in the afternoon of the 24th.
Alright, do you want to meet up? We won't do the show Monday night. Do you want to meet up and see where we can set up the show?
Yeah, that'll work.
Because I'm done. Like, after this, baseball's done. Like, sports are done. We're on a 6-week break. It's the greatest thing ever.
Okay.
I saw your thing where you have an Aunt Mary, Pat, Matt, or whatever her name is.
Aunt Mary, Pat, yeah, we're having them. I think it's the second Tuesday of every month coming in to do karaoke. I can't wait.
Is that close?
Uh-huh.
Well, that means the bar's doing good then.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I mean, there's some things, you know, of course, you work on stuff, but, yeah, it's doing good enough that we can do that. You know, I mean, we're getting ready to start building a new stage into that one corner.
Okay.
We're going to put a stage in there. Then start lining like the guy that
Well, what night do you work at the bar then? What nights do you usually work at the bar?
I'm usually there Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Well, instead of Monday, since you'll be coming back, we can meet up Wednesday or Thursday. Since you're already going to be up here, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we can do. Yeah, either one, that's fine.
I got the mic. We got the mics here. I just gotta figure out how to use them.
Yeah, I really think that we're going to need to use them on the laptops.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah.
I think they can hook them up and then they run a wire and it goes into the iPad.
We could do that too.
Well, I'm saying I think it goes in and it goes out.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that. This way, it's hooked into that, and then we just have them right in front of us. But yeah, no.
Because Chase was watching The Flash, and I was like, beat it. I said, we're doing the show. When are you doing that at the bar? I'm like, you're 11. What do you know what a bar is?
Everyone just stay down here and watch The Flash.
Right. I was like, dude, I said, we're working on things. It's been a busy, you know, everyone's doing stuff crazy.
That's too funny. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out because they started doing that beer pong thing every Monday night that starts now 9:00, but they set up right where I was thinking of where we could go, and I'm like, God, we're in the show.
You can always start earlier too.
Yeah, we can. I mean,
I pulled a snuffy and fell asleep. I got out of the shower, I shaved my head, and I just laid on my bed. I was watching something. Next thing I know, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Well, it was funny. Like I actually, I didn't fall asleep upstairs. I got changed and everything, like, so I could wind down a little bit. So I got changed in like what I'll be going to bed in, and I went downstairs and I'm on the couch. So I was like, all right, I'll sleep for a little bit, which was awesome because I got myself a good hour and a half nap. And then I woke up. I'm like, okay, go shower. I'm up now. I am not falling asleep.
What time do you get up for work?
4:30,
What time do you have to be at work?
7,
What time
Yeah.
do you work till?
3.
Oh, you work 8 hours.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, I work 5 days to 4, Monday through Thursday.
Okay. yeah.
Then I work 9 hours on.
Yeah, and we also
Right.
have we're doing like a ton of overtime where they brought back OT on the weekends. So, I mean, and it's Saturday and Sunday. You know, it's like
Is it mandatory for you?
If I want to work, if I want to work Sunday, I have to be there Saturday, but I don't have to go in on Sunday. You know,
Okay.
it's like like 2 weeks ago, right before her and I went away for our anniversary down in Atlantic City, it was after we came back. It was Memorial Day weekend. We left on Memorial Day, came back on Wednesday. But then I had work Thursday, Friday, and they're like, oh, you want to work overtime? So I was like, oh, all right, whatever. So I still got a full weekend, and they're like, oh yeah, well we're working Saturday and Sunday. I was like, I'll be here.
Nice.
So it works out. It works out. I like it. So talking, she's still looking, trying to find a place that she wants to move to and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just
Why wouldn't you? If she's 5 steps from where she lives.
well, she lives with her parents still.
Oh, yeah, you left that part out. No, I didn't know that.
I never told you that. Oh, okay, yeah. She's still, yeah, she still lives at home.
Come on, you gotta be grown.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's basically what it is. It's like, she's like, hey, I get it. And just think about this. Like at one point, there was a time when we it was like her parents were there. I would come over for the weekend. Like I'd be there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Her brother was still living there and had his girlfriend who was coming over like Friday, Saturday, like all weekend. So you had 6 people in the house, which is a nice sized house. But you're still like we were up in her room all the time. Her brother was in his room all the time. So I mean now it's a little easier. He moved out. He's got his own place.
Oh,
But
yeah, you definitely gotta get your own place.
yeah, and that's what she was telling her parents. She's like, yeah. She said, well,
She's not gonna come down to Philly, right? It's gonna be in the middle.
Yeah, we're gonna do the meet in the middle type thing, because she definitely does not like.
Where's it at? Norristown?
She lives East Norriton, yeah. So I told her we could look for something like in Conshohocken. It's Philly. It's Philly address. Because of my job, like I have to have a Philly address.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Have to have a Philly address.
You just better tell your dad that you're not. Just leave that address.
Well, I'm not gonna say something like that live on Facebook.
Yeah, they're not watching.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe they'll watch the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, but what you call it?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Another one.
Ah.
Look at this.
He's leaving it right down the middle. Thanks, Eckhoff. Jerk off. I got him in fantasy tonight. That's a minus 10 points.
Sure it's not Halloween and that's Arietta out there? Ha ha
Listen, I can't. Listen, he's on my nerves.
Who?
Arietta. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
And well, it's not even that. It's it's 3 innings in 7 months. Jesus Christ. He's not. And like one of the Phillies Nation put out a thing saying we need to stop being so hard on Arietta. He's pitching good. He's given him 7 quality starts. I hate the quality starts. Go out there and pitch 6 good innings.
You know what a quality start is?
Give me 5 good innings.
Quality start is the equivalent of a QBR.
Right. It is.
It really is. I hate that. Oh well, this counts as a quality start. I don't give a fuck.
I don't. I want my pitcher to win. If he goes out there and gives me 6 innings and gives up 2 runs and has 0 strikeouts and 0 walks, that's a win for me.
Yeah.
I don't care about strikeouts. I don't care about walks. Unless it's my pitcher pitch, and then fantasy, then we'll talk about that later. But
too funny.
Yeah, he's on the nerves. So we got the Blues.
Well, like I said, when if I'm paying a guy, I don't know, what's he make a year? 30 mil?
Excuse my French. A fucking lot.
Okay. I need. I sent in that text between Rich, you, me, and Bill. When I got a guy that's making that much a year, okay, fine. You know, if you want to have an attitude or talk, even though he hasn't really called anyone out since that one time, but if you're going to have an attitude and, well, I only did make this one mistake, guess what? You better be Kurt Schilling. If we're paying you that much money, go out there and perform. Be a Kurt Schilling.
Who's not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, don't be some guy who, oh, you're a veteran pitcher who won a World Series for the Chicago Cubs. I think he's just overrated because he won the World Series with the Cubs. He's over.
Well, it's not. Listen, Arrieta, when he's on, he's a good pitcher. He just hasn't been on in 2 seasons.
Okay, and therefore that's why I don't like Jake Arrieta, and that's why I don't like also, you know, when he calls people out. You're not doing so great yourself, you know. So maybe one of the I can't
Your anger is so funny.
What's that?
Said your anger is so funny.
I just don't like when guys do that. And you know, and like last year, what was it? He called out Rhys Hoskins.
No, he called out Kingery.
Oh, Kingery.
I mean, how you gonna call out a rookie?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna call out a rookie. All right. Number one, you're a veteran. You don't do that.
I actually had. I know you. Well, no, I had an issue with that. You know, I'll stick up for Kingery. You know, up until for last season because he was playing so many positions. He wasn't where he was supposed to be, and it is what it is. Kingery should have been a second last year, plain and simple. Because you know you had the people on the pages telling me that I'm wrong, but I don't care. You know, now he's got a full year under his belt. You know, he's playing every day. He's playing third. He's playing center field. I have a feeling he's going to be our center fielder for the future. That's. I don't think Odubel's coming back. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good at all.
I'll sit there and say if he did it, he's got to.
Oh yeah, he's got to go. Well, number one, when
Well, there's rumors circulating. Well, let me rephrase that. This is what someone told me that they heard. So this isn't an unofficial source. Is that if he comes back and he's cleared, he's going to get traded to Seattle as part of the Jay Bruce trade.
Okay.
Just like and they'll get something back. Like that. That's what someone heard. I'm like, I don't know about that.
I don't know about all that either. Like, how are you? Yeah, I mean, we got Jay Bruce for penny. Well, not penny, well, for money, but okay. So you got him for money. Like, why? I wouldn't move anybody. Oh, here, take this guy. Take him off our hands. Yeah, sure, we'll take him.
Well, I'm saying like they were saying like it was like a handshake deal. It wasn't like.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, it's not like it was like, oh yeah. It's definitely happened. It's just what someone heard, someone else heard, and it was, whispered down the lane. By the end of the day, it's going to be a double Herrera getting traded for Max Scherzer.
Yeah. The double Herrera gets traded, and Mickey Mantle rose from the dead.
I hope the Phillies go out and they get Bumgarner or they get Greinke.
Well, I mean,
Where's Greinke at?
I don't know. But I mean, they definitely have to do something now. I mean, you just lost out on Keuchel and Kimbrel. Unless they have a plan, and those guys were not on their radar at all. I mean, unless they have some kind of plan for the trade deadline, I don't know.
I trust Klein-Tech, I do.
I do too. But those guys are out there. They were the most coveted guys, and literally they just went away that fast. You know what I mean? There was all that talk, linking them to them all that time, and then boom, they're gone, and not even a hint of a word from the Phillies.
Yeah. 30.8 points per game Kawhi has. I just got the alert.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus
He's playing out of his mind.
Jesus Christ. That's unfair.
Yeah, he is. He's just playing out of his mind. Like he's playing right now like he's the best player in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is. I don't know how healthy Durant's going to be. I mean, him being out there is,
Well, he hasn't played in a month, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is a good thing. Like, he's well rested, but at the same time, is he rusty?
No, well, we'll see.
That's the other thing. Cause
if he's been in the gym, it's.
Well, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But Yeah, but I do. I think, like, I agree with you. I trust Clintac too, but I think he has some kind of another plan. I think he's got something else.
He's got something up his. He's got it. He can't look at this team.
He knows what he needs, and I just think maybe he didn't like the money aspect of it, and just said, "Nah, sorry."
It's okay. I think Keichel's deal is $26 million. I mean, it's prorated.
Yeah, but
$26 million.
That's why.
Clintac like I made that mistake with Arrieta. I think that's where he's learning.
Yeah, maybe.
If I had to guess.
That could be it too. Like he's without saying it, that could be it. Like,
they're still not built to win this year.
No.
They're not going to win the World Series this year.
Yeah. So
And if they do, I'll wear a tutu on the show.
Please win the World Series. I want to see that.
Listen, I can't wait. Because I'm telling you, I can't wait to do a show from your bar in a tutu with pride when Carson wins the NFL MVP.
Dude, I seriously want to bet money that he wins the MVP.
I'm putting a bet down before the season starts.
I really do. Like I'm
not gonna throw a lot though. I'm gonna throw like $20, but
yeah,
it's there for him. It's literally there for him. Mm-hmm. He's got Deshaun Jackson. He's got Alshon Jeffrey. He's got Zach Ertz.
Randall Cobb is better than Deshaun Jackson. What do you mean? Oh.
That was their big move. That and Witten.
Witten. Yeah, Witten. He now has the handicap spot out front of AT&T Stadium. Let's bring in Witten, who all of a sudden has no hair.
I forget, and you just think like you got Aguilar, you got Sanders, you got what's his name, you got Jordan Howard, and I really think they're going to sign Sproles. I don't want them to, but
I don't want him to sign Sproles. I really don't, unless he's strictly going to be your returner.
I want him doing kickoffs.
Okay.
I want Deshaun Jackson doing punts. I don't think they'll put Deshaun Jackson doing punts, but if you're going to sign Sproles, he's not a bad third down back.
No, he's not.
He's not an every down back.
I just don't want to go that well again. You know what I mean? Like because we're doing it with Peters. You know what I mean? You know, and he can hardly stay in the game.
No, I had no problem with them giving Peters that money.
No, I don't have a problem with them giving him
because
money.
They signed him, they drafted that kid. Boom, there's listen. You're gonna be Wentz's blind side. You do anything, I'm gonna end you.
Oh, by the way, have you heard with the rookie wideout that we drafted? What he's going for his nickname? He put it out on Twitter. He's looking for a nickname.
Rookie wideout. Oh, JJ
Arcega. Sega. He's going with the name. He wants the name Genesis. The nickname Genesis.
That's good.
Sega Genesis.
I drafted him in my fantasy round. In my fantasy draft, in my rookie draft. I'll chain it.
I like this
Sega Genesis.
Yeah. He's like, should I go with the nickname Genesis? And people are like, why Genesis? They're calling me Sega. I'm like, I was like, yo, this kid's funny. I was like, yo, that's like an Embiid tweet right there. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually, like I said, I don't want football season to come.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of with you on that. Right? I don't want it.
I will say,
I'm excited now.
The home opener, we will have to do a show before on that Sunday. What time's your bar open?
We open up at noon.
You open that early?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
No, I meant not that early. I meant you open that late on a Sunday. When you open at like 11. Well, no. Would you guys get there at 11?
Well, it all depends if we have someone that's able to do the shift. But I'm pretty sure come football season, we're gonna have everybody wanting every shift on Sunday. I mean that's gonna be the one thing.
I have a really good feeling about this season, and I don't know why. All right, so they're home on 9/8, and they play the Redskins, or they at home at 1 o'clock. So we gotta do a show. We'll do a pregame show at 11. We'll do it for an hour.
I'm down with that.
As long as your girlfriend says you're allowed. I gotta make sure my wife lets me. So
Liz, we're doing a special show at the bar for the Eagles home opener. What?
Right.
What do you mean? Well, I can be there Friday night, Saturday night, but Sunday morning, I gotta be gone. That's not gonna go over well. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Nah, she won't. I don't think she'll care.
She can come down and watch football.
Even though she does think that this is stupid. She calls it my nerd time.
Yeah, it's nerd time. My wife calls it nerd time. We get to talk sports.
That's what I told her. So
people watch, people don't. The show gets downloaded on YouTube.
Well, you know what made me laugh too? I was telling her, she's like, "You're doing your show tonight." I said, "Yeah." She said, "God, what are you doing for tomorrow night, Tuesday night?" I said, "I am going to see Godzilla." And she's like,
"You nerd."
She's like, "You're going by yourself?" I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "I'm going to sit there all by myself, soda, Twizzlers, the pretzel bites with extra cheese, and I'm just going to be like,
$5 movies, $5 Tuesdays.
Yep. She finds it very weird that I would go to the movies by myself, and I said,
I have no problem going to the movies.
I said, "Thank you." I said, "That's my time." I said, "I literally will shut off my phone. It'll stay in my pocket. Sometimes in my car." I went, and that's where I zone out. I said, "I will see movies multiple times by myself."
I went and saw Halloween by myself.
The new one?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. I love how it just goes from like the end of the first one right to
this. It was great. They did it good.
Yeah, I told her, she said, "What do you mean you've gone and seen movies multiple times by yourself?" I said, "Oh," I said, like Dark Knight Rises. I said, "I saw that 3 times." She's like, "What?" I was going through some stuff. I needed to just be alone and veg out. And I was like, this movie's almost 2.5 hours long. I'm going to go see it.
That's the one where he gets his back broken, right?
Yeah, by Bing. The last one.
That one was awful. I thought the last 2 were horrible.
See, that's one of my favorite franchises.
I loved Batman Begins.
That was awesome.
The second one was good, but the second one was only good because of the Joker. It was phenomenal because of the Joker.
Oh.
Kingery? I think it was Kingery. I need a double and a single for each cycle.
I love seeing the guys with the kids on his shoulder doing that stuff. I'm always waiting to see the kid just puke on his head.
Well, I was actually on TV. Me and Chase were on TV in 2009.
Yeah.
We were, they were playing the Astros, and they were getting ready to win the division. And the guy comes up, and because we were all going up, because we all got standing room only tickets.
Right.
He was like, "Yeah, can you cheer and everything?" I'm like, "Does he just hit a triple, and we're gonna win, and he just broke the game open?"
Too funny.
I'm like, "Come on."
Too funny.
And I was like, "Yeah, I can get out of here. Can I do that?" So, anything else you gotta add?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm real good. Like I said, I was happy that, the Eagles got that deal done with Winston. Everybody knew it was coming. You knew there was a reason they were making all this cap space. You knew there was.
Right.
So, I was more than happy with that outcome. But yeah, completely. I was happy with it. I was glad, like you said, I was glad they got it done first. Takes all that pressure off of him.
Yeah.
Off of them. It just, like I said, it just made me laugh with people. And they're like, "Oh, well, they should have waited." No, they wanted to lock him up. I get it. The Cowboys are probably going to wait with Dak now. But, who knows? Maybe they get something done before, the preseason games start. Or during. But, use a bathroom for you. Kick off.
Alright.
But,
thanks for joining, peeps.
Bye, everybody.